Hello, and welcome back to English with Tom and Julia. This is a space where we slow down, talk honestly about life, and explore the thoughts we usually keep to ourselves.
We're really glad you're here today. Whether you're listening during a break, late at night, or while doing nothing at all, you're in the right place. Have you ever tried to rest, but instead of relaxing, you felt uneasy? Like something inside you whispered, "You shouldn't be doing this."
Or maybe you rested, but couldn't enjoy it, because guilt quietly followed you. Today, we're talking about why resting feels wrong, even when you desperately need it. We live in a culture that celebrates being busy. If you're tired, you're working hard. If you're exhausted, you're doing life right. So when you rest, it feels like you're breaking an unspoken rule.
Yeah, rest used to be normal. Now it feels like a luxury, or worse, a weakness. And when rest is treated like something suspicious, guilt naturally shows up.
Especially when you're not finished with everything. Because let's be honest, life is never really finished.
That guilty voice in your head when you sit down and do nothing, it didn't start with you. It sounds like teachers, bosses, productivity culture. It says, you could be doing more. Others are trying harder. You're wasting time.
And the hardest part is, that voice sounds responsible. It doesn't sound cruel. So we believe it, even when our body is begging us to slow down.
Over time, you stop resting fully. You scroll, you multitask, you half rest. Because full rest feels undeserved.
Many people say, I can't relax, my mind won't stop. But that doesn't mean you're bad at resting. It means you've been running for too long.
When you finally stop, your mind catches up. All the thoughts you avoided during busyness suddenly appear. So rest feels loud, uncomfortable, even scary.
And instead of saying, something inside me needs attention, we say, rest doesn't work for me. But rest isn't failing you. It's revealing something.
A lot of the guilt we feel when we rest isn't really about being lazy. It's fear. Fear is quieter than panic. It doesn't shout. It whispers. It says, if you stop, you'll fall behind. If you slow down, others will pass you. If you rest now, you'll regret it later.
And what makes that fear powerful is that it sounds protective. It feels like it's trying to help you stay safe, successful, relevant. So instead of questioning it, we listen, even when our body is exhausted.
That's why resting can feel dangerous. Not physically, but emotionally. When you stop doing, you're forced to face uncertainty. You don't know what comes next. You don't know if you're doing enough. And uncertainty makes fear louder.
So we stay busy. Not because we love being busy, but because movement feels like control. Slowing down feels like letting go. And letting go feels risky when your sense of safety is tied to effort.
But here's the thing. Fear doesn't disappear when you keep running. It just hides behind productivity. And guilt? Guilt is often fear wearing a socially acceptable mask.
It's easier to say, I feel guilty resting, than to say, I'm scared of what will happen if I stop. Most of us didn't wake up one day and decide to tie our worth to productivity. It happened slowly. We were praised for achievements, rewarded for results, noticed when we performed well. So we learned, doing equals value.
And the problem with that belief is that it doesn't turn off. It follows you into adulthood, into relationships, into rest. If you're not producing, you start questioning your worth.
That's why rest feels uncomfortable, because it removes the evidence you use to prove you matter. When you're resting, you're not achieving, not improving, not progressing, at least not visibly. So the mind panics.
But worth was never meant to be proven. It's not something you earn daily. You don't become less valuable because you stopped for a moment. You don't lose your place in the world because you took a breath.
You were worthy before you did anything today. before you crossed anything off a list, before you made anyone proud. Rest doesn't take away your value. It reminds you that your value was never conditional.
And when you truly understand that, rest stops feeling like a threat and starts feeling like care. You don't call charging your phone being lazy. You call it necessary. Your mind works the same way.
Rest is maintenance. It's how you protect your creativity, your patience, your emotional health. Without rest, effort loses meaning.
You don't need to justify rest. You don't need to earn it. You're allowed to rest because you're human.
At first, resting without guilt feels strange, then uncomfortable, then freeing. Guilt fades when rest becomes familiar.
When guilt shows up during rest, we usually respond by arguing with it. We tell ourselves, "I deserve this," or "I'll rest just for a few minutes." But sometimes the most powerful response isn't an argument, it's a question.
Yeah, a very simple one. Instead of asking, "Have I done enough to rest?" try asking, "What do I need right now?" That question shifts the focus from performance to care.
And when you ask it honestly, the answer is often quieter than you expect. Maybe you need sleep. Maybe you need stillness. Maybe you just need permission to stop holding everything together.
The question isn't about productivity. It's about presence, about listening to yourself without judgment. And the more you practice asking it, the less threatening rest becomes. If resting still feels uncomfortable for you, that doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It just means you're unlearning something you were taught for a very long time.
You're learning to believe that your value doesn't disappear when you slow down. And that learning takes patience.
So tonight, or today, if you find a small moment to rest, even for a minute, let it be enough.
Thank you for spending this time with us. We're really glad you're here.
This is English with Tom and Julia. Take care of yourself.
Before you go, just notice something. Notice how your body feels when no one is asking anything from you.
And if you can, carry that feeling with you, not as something you earned, but as something you're allowed to have. We'll be here when you're ready to listen again.